Hello, this is Jason Miller, Superintendent here at the Legacy Course. It's Wednesday, September 12th. Today's the first day of our fall greens aerification. This year we decided to put together a video of the process, hopefully to better educate you on not only what we're doing, but why we're doing it. So hopefully we are successful in that endeavor. Alright, here we are out on number 7, the first step of the aerification process, actual pulling of the cores. Removing of the unwanted organic material in the top of the soil profile, which to me is the most important part of aerification. That organic matter can be very restrictive to oxygen in the upper profile, and oxygen is obviously very critical to the health of the plant. We have physical properties testing done on 2 greens each year. We take a plug from the greens and send into a soil lab to have evaluated. They take a very detailed look at it and give us a comprehensive report. From that report, we were able to establish a couple things. Number 1, the effectiveness of the previous year's aerification, and number 2, it helps us establish goals for the upcoming aerifications. It's a very important tool in the aerification process.
Kevin Brooks here, Legacy Course Assistant Superintendent. This year, we're pulling cores with a 1/2 inch tine on a 2 inch by 2 inch spacing. This will impact approximately 8.5% of the surface area of the green. This came from the recommendation of the report that Jason alluded to earlier. Here we are out on number 10. When we aerify, we typically use 2 machines. Here's one of them with Esteban Perez. He's a 10-year crew member here on the Legacy staff, operating the Pro Course 648 for us. And we're out here on 16. Here's the other machine being operated by Mike Donaldson. He's an 11-year crew member here on the Legacy staff. Here we are out on 15. Here's a complete aerified green before the cleanup process begins. Here's the second step of our aerification process. What we do is we take backpack blowers, blow all the plugs out to the edges of the green. Cleans it all pretty good, opens the holes up. Here's Ernesto showing us how it's done. The plugs are blown and pushed to the edges of the green. We'll have guys go around with scoops, shoveling up the plugs to haul them off. A couple of guys behind them detail blowing the edge of the green, getting the last of the residue off before we top dress. Here we've got an antique flip style phone from the early 2010s. Trying to use it as a reference for our 2 inch by 2 inch hole spacing. Here's the next step in the process. We're top dressing the greens. Here we've got Leo Pacheco, 9-year crew member here on the Legacy staff, using our trusty old tie crop quick pass. Going out a little heavy this fall. We've got Javier helping Leo. He's got the scissor dump. Can use it for one of the top dressers to cut down on transit time, driving back and forth to the shop. We're out here on 13. Here's Brett Dobers running our second top dresser. We typically run 2 top dressers after we aerify. Take these 2 guys about 7 or 8 hours to top dress all 20 greens. Here we are at the next step of our aerification process. We've top dressed, the sand is dry. Now Brian Morrow, the assistant superintendent over here at the Legacy course, is gonna drag the sand in with our groom it brush behind our club car.
Free drag. And the post drag.
Now we finished brushing the green with a pull behind brush. Filled in the majority of the holes. Zoom in here and you can see what pretty much the finished product looks like after aerification. And here we go, after we brush it, we'll come through and we'll water the green, usually anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes. This will push the sand down a little more. Here you can see all the holes filled with sand from the top dresser. This sand in the holes helps to retain the airspace, which in turn maintains the channels for air and water movement into the profile. All this is vital for a healthy green. Here's the next step in the process. We've got the rollers out on the greens today, so it'll help smooth out any ruts left behind from the equipment being on the greens. This is the 5th day after we aerified. The grass is starting to grow nicely up through the sand. And we're back. It's now been 1 week since we aerified. We've brushed the greens 3 times and rolled them once. Now today we've got the mowers out for the first time since aerification. We've increased the height of cut from 120 to 145 for this first cut.
As you can see, greens are progressing nicely. From this point, we'll begin to work the height of cut down on the mowers. Should take us a couple weeks to get to our normal height of cut for this time of year. In regards to healing, should be back to pretty much normal in about 4 weeks. This concludes our overview of aerification. Hope we were able to provide you a better understanding of the process with this video. Thank you for watching.
Roses